Well, I have 6 thermo-electric units there, and with the evaporative cooling carbon fiber graphite rope woven in between the fins of those heat exchangers. Over here I have, these 3 are connected in a series. It's running this lantern right here, so that's enough to charge a phone. And then I got some separate circuits over here. 3 little electric motors with propellers on them. And this has got a flashlight here going to. And these are those units I built before in that other video. I'll put a link in the description for that if you're interested in how they're built. So we got some real power going here, and this is all being heated. These units are being heated with little flames burning vegetable oil, canola oil. Use canola oil. And this is just water in here for evaporative cooling. Helps with the efficiency of these thermoelectric generators. But it can just go and go until you need to add some more vegetable oil. Just got to keep the water level even, consistent. Just have a bunch of propellers going here. I don't know if you can see inside there. You can see a few flames. Still have some heat coming off here. It's like a cold generating type device. Electricity and heat. I figure each one of these is producing about 1/4 of a watt and about 2 volts. I don't have them cranked up real high like I had in the other video. I was getting up to 3 volts, but each one is rated around 2 volts. Maybe just a hair under. I'll disassemble this now. That comes off of there. And the voltages start to drop now. And then disconnect some of this stuff here. Ow! Goes over there. Got a little water in there. The problem I found with connecting these thermoelectric modules together is that the voltage isn't that even. One will be a little bit higher than the other one, a little bit lower. So the outputs are different. Now, it could be because one is a little bit hotter. The flame might be a little bit hotter on one of them, or one might be dispersing heat a little bit better than the other one. And the voltages need to be even to connect everything in a series and have everything work just perfectly. But in reality, each one is producing a voltage that's a little bit different than the other one. And when you hook them all in series, it's going to drop everything down to the lowest outputting one. Now, it also could be just the thickness of the glue in between the Peltier module and the metal heatsink. If it's thicker or thinner, that changes the voltage too. But it did work all right with 3 in a series. And it worked better yet with 2 in a series, but still it drag it down, drag the voltage and output down to the lowest outputting one. So that's why I had 3 in a series, and some were just different circuits. And that's why the outputs were only around a quarter of a watt for each one. It could be higher. In the last video, when I was first making it, might get the voltage up over 3 volts, and the output have been maybe closer to a half a watt. But I purposely kept the flames lower to try to even them out a little bit. I did hook them all into series at one time, and I got up to 16 volts. But eventually, one of the cells actually failed, so it didn't work because one was a little bit wasn't as hot as the other ones. I think it's because maybe the flame was a little bit less. Maybe if I had a thicker metal heat sink, it would even it out a little bit more. But still, like from one side of the unit to the other one, a module on one side of the unit and the module on the other side, it can be quite a bit different, even if the metal was thicker. So it worked better if they were an individual circuit, but up to 3, I put up to 3 in the circuit in a series. So this is just something I wanted to share because I think it's pretty interesting, and it does work enough to charge a phone and light lanterns and little motors. It'd be great for like an emergency, especially if you just maybe you just got some cooking oil, it just keeps going and going. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you, and I'd like to thank you for your time for watching. See you next time.